So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So I did a thing. I did some more multis on part 1 and got really lucky. I got 2 more copies before I got the last one on step 12, I think, so not too bad. So I gave a Final Tap tablet and now my Scabbards are maxed. And their Final Tap is amazing. It's basically like Luffy Crew but only for slashers and slightly less damage. But still, you'll take all the damage you're done with slashers before you hit with the Scabbards, and you'll add that damage to your own attack. This ignores normal attacks only. It also bypasses resilience, so it's very useful in general. So I made 3 teams to showcase this. This first one is a free-to-play team. It's only free-to-play if you use a Rainbow Scabbards though, otherwise you need to use a normal support like Kanjuro on Scabbards or the Strength Sunny on Sorrow, something to remove 2 turns of paralysis. I guess Kuma on Moria also works. See, there's a lot of options, just something to remove paralysis. Nothing on this team does though, but that's fine, it just adds to the showcase really. So yeah, even if this is a free-to-play team, it's not really part of the GC set challenge. They don't include Kaido and CP9 raids because you can only challenge them with certain colors, so not every legend can beat this content. But yeah, I still think free-to-play teams is interesting to showcase. If it has a purpose, like if I felt like this team would be bad, I would have just added some better units, basically. But yeah, double Scabbards is also a speedrun slasher captains, that's nice, don't really need to stall that much. You know that I love my speedrun caps. So for this stage we use Sorrow, remove the rainbow shield, give color affinity. We also use double Scabbard, carry over the attack boost to final stage. Moria is also very nice, gives orb boost and locks orbs, so we can lock the 1 orbs we get here. And finally I use the CP9 just to bypass the blowaway. Well, this content was designed with CP9 in mind, so nothing weird about that. See, for this fight I don't really need Kawamatsu. I use his special anyway, because why not, but he's mainly here for the ambush, and also just to give a Scabbard to proc the super class for the Scabbards. But as you see, I do get the Spirit here for the friend captain. So yeah, I decided to just power through, and we're able to overcome this stage thanks to the Final Tap, adding a lot of extra damage, because as you'll see, without that Final Tap, I would have had no chance to do enough damage here. I even have 2 block orbs, which doesn't help. But yeah, this is always ridiculous to see, but yeah, as you saw there, well, have been no way to kill there without that Final Tap. But yeah, let's jump into the ambush. And yeah, when you build here, you may for these types of raids, you mainly build for the ambush. Just need to make sure it can handle the normal raid as well. And to be honest, I loved raid Kaido and raid CP9 with the ambush. They were so fun to build against. I probably like it more than any arena content we got. Like, this is the peak arena for me, with first an arena style content leading into an ambush. That's so cool. The restrictions are a bit unnecessary, but otherwise super cool. And I'm so sad they stopped doing these, like they stopped doing basically all arena and raids, but this was a very fun concept. They even did a few point events with ambushes, and I did enjoy those a lot more than what we currently get for sure. Those were very fun too. Not as fun as this, but still fun. See, I did a stalling a bit because I figured I'd use double Scabbards on this stage, because when you use double Scabbards you get an extra effect where you basically get the 1 million through everything, 1 million damage, so we can just kill all the mobs here, so that's nice. And we will still have an attack boost final stage due to the Kawamatsu. But yeah, otherwise this stage is going to be very similar to stage 4 of the raid. Get full of Vana orbs, or almost full. Lock the orbs with Moria, secure an orb boost for final stage, and remove resilience with CP9. So yeah, we can't really hit perfects now due to the burn, but as you'll see, goods will do enough damage. I hit one perfect by mistake, but whatever. Easy kill, and we move to final stage. So yeah, we will have an ore boost, Sora will give a color affinity boost and remove the damage reduction, or damage threshold it's here. And Kawamatsu will give the attack boost, so we got all the important buffs. And we can ignore the block orbs due to one orbs, but Kawamatsu changes block orbs anyway, so... I should have used Sora before the super class, but whatever. It's an easy kill anyway. So yeah, we definitely killed all the mobs if we just waited a bit with the super class special. But yeah, you can expect to see me using Scabbards a lot. Not always as captain, but probably more than I use Luffy Crew as captain. But more as a sub, because that's like where I use Luffy Crew the most, and I think that's the most fun in general. But yeah, next up we're doing Arena Ashura Doji. I wanted to do Mono Strength Slasher, but there just was no good Strength Slasher to handle the decreased chain. So I let Kisnorero Group Relay enter the party. But as compensation, I'll hit first with Brule to minimize the impact. And if you don't know, Arena Ashura is final boss is quick basically. So you want to use Dex units, but instead we're using Strength, who is at a massive disadvantage. And yeah, the fun thing is that with the first iteration of this team, I actually overkill, so I didn't really need the extra damage from the final tap, but that kind of ruins this showcase. So I changed it around a bit to make the damage tighter. But yeah, what don't you do for the content? Because in the end we want to showcase the final tap here. This content does have a lot of resilience too, so we'll be able to use the final tap, final stage to bypass one of those resiliences. The resilience on stage 4 will be removed by Law, and that's literally the only thing Law does on this team. He removes resilience. It's not often you build teams for this content where you can afford to run one unit that only does one thing, and that is remove resilience on one stage. So yeah, that's pretty funny. Especially since we're running a basically mono strength team when the boss is quick. That just shows how strong this captain duo is. Because of course, as you know, the Scabbards is designed around V1 Odin, and together they get insane damage output. So yeah, reduce CD and give an ore boost from Weevil. He's from an old Blitz event. We use one Scabbard for an attack boost, and Brule will remove most of the decreased chain. The rest of it will be gone when we enter final stage and remove the resilience. I'll use the superclass early since orbs are locked anyway. So yeah, we'll be able to carry over the one orbs to final stage. But yeah, we're going to save Odin's super type. It will help a lot to use Odin's super type in terms of damage, but we're going to use him to guarantee 2 matching orbs on the revive. So basically I changed the team to nerf the damage a bit. We're going to do less damage because I don't use Odin's super type special. We do have a bit of a chain boost though, but yeah, Odin and Scabbards. This gives a 3 times ore boost and 3.25 times attack boost. So yeah, pretty good. And yeah, as said, I'll hit with Relay first to limit the extra damage from quick. But yeah, it doesn't matter, we easily get the kill. And yeah, we're going to do really good damage last stage as well when we add damage from super type as well as the base stat boost from Odin's super type. Like if you don't know, when Strength units uses super type, you also do more damage against quick. So that also helps in terms of doing more damage. Because as you see here, we still do a lot of damage here. 63 million, not bad. And time for our final team. This team is going to be part of the GC set challenge. I'm doing Cavendish together with the Scabbards. And all subs are free to play, all supports are free to play. So yeah, I actually really enjoy using Cavendish when the opportunity arises. In many ways, he's just a bad Luffy Law, but at least with level limit break, he gets a big buff in terms of his damage. But yeah, I don't have level limit break Cavendish myself. This is level 3, so I have the buffed Captain ability, not limit break expanded though. So I thought, let's try this, see how it works, and if I need more damage, I can ask my Swedish friend Bobby, who has a maxed one, both in terms of level limit break and in terms of limit break expansion. But yeah, pretty funny team though. One thing you have to keep in mind against Cavendish is survivability. So you get 8 turns of increased damage, and this team just removes 8 turns. Sadly, we are at very low HP because the free-to-play Nami ends up doing an 80% HP cut or something, and we can't heal that back, so we are at lower HP than you usually are. But we'll be able to use the Kiko unit to give us a lot of HP back. And yeah, Kiko is also a Scabbards, you get the super class requirement. Basically, if you use the Scabbards as captain, you really need another Scabbards on the team because you really want that super class. We also get the captain swap here, which of course nerfs the damage, but we still do enough damage here. And we're not using Scabbards final stage, we can use them here to get extra damage. Oh well, we wouldn't be able to kill without this special, so. So yeah, there's only 3 units here we do any real damage, and it's the left row here. So I mess up my order a bit, but we still get enough damage. So yeah, the plan here is to kill with Cavendish, both before and after the revive. Cavendish does a 2 turns attack boost and or boost. Normally it's like, I think it's 2 times, so not that much. But of course with level limit break it gets buffed to 3.5 times, which is a lot. Kiko to reduce CD. Then I use Cavendish. He deletes the damage reduction from Kiko, but thankfully Kiko does have double special, so we can use Kiko again to get the damage reduction. And we're using Kiko before Sasaki, because Sasaki does a very low damage reduction, so order is very important here. And of course super class to lock the to get the 1 orbs, and of course Cavendish will be able to keep the 1 orb for next stage. And yeah, you'll see here that this is really final tap clutch. Yeah, that's super clutch. We do have a problem here though. We'll have basically no HP left, and we'll have 5 poison orbs. And yeah, Cavendish is not going to be 1KOing here, sadly. We get close, but not enough, so. Anyway, so I asked my friend to get his Cavendish, so we're just going to look at the last 2 stages here. We don't need to go through all of it again. Stage 4 is a lot simpler with the captain swap, because the duo of Nami and Cavendish boosts a lot more units on the team. So it's going to be very easy to kill here. But yeah, otherwise it's the same everything. But yeah, with this Cavendish, we now have a 5 times captain to strength, dex, and quick. And he's also a 5.5 times attack booster for himself. Which makes sense since Cavendish is a selfish unit, he wants to do the killing himself. And yeah, Cavendish is very cool. I won't say he's the best unit, but the buff really helps him. My friend Bobby also made a very cool Cavendish team against Arena Queen in the GC set challenge. I'll link it down below if I remember to. I really recommend checking it out. really shows some of the fun stuff you can do with Hawkins or Cavendish. But yeah, the strat is going to be basically the same here. The only difference is that our damage output is a lot higher. So yeah, this time we don't really need to hit with every unit like before. Even if I think that Cavendish might be able to one-hit KO after revive now, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, let's compare the damage output now. Going to hit the same order, but I really expect Cavendish to get the kill here. And yeah, very easy. Before we did 56 million with the final tap, now we do 56 million without the final tap. And yeah, now I can just hit with Kinmon or the Scabbards first and then Cavendish. So no final tap this time. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time.